Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the workshop. Now if you saw my last video up at Lady Cannings, you'll know that my Santa Cruz Bronson was making all sorts of horrible noises as I was pedalling. Figured out that the issue was probably coming from the cranks, but was unable to fix it out on the trails, so I had to cut that ride short. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put the bike in the stand, take the cranks off, and let's see if we can find what the issue is. Okay, so bike's in the stand. The first thing I'm going to do is obviously check out the cranks and stuff like that. But the other thing that I need to sort out, as you probably noticed, I've been running the air shock again recently rather than my coil shock. That's because there was it went back to TF Tune to have a bit of a checkup. There was a slight knocking going on, but they've also it's sorted now. So that's now back with me, as you can in a nice box, and so I get that fitted as well. But let's take the cranks off, see if I can find out where the noise was coming from, and then we can sort out the rear shock and give the bike a bit of a clean, ready for the next ride. First things first though, coffee. Okay, so check the bottom bracket. That all seems to be nice and smooth. I was a bit worried because I have just recently replaced the bearings in there that there was some sort of issue. What I might do is take it out just to make sure. Yeah, all looks fine. Yeah, give it a clean and put it all back together again. Right, bottom bracket removed, re-greased, refitted. Right, so hopefully you can see, but they spin nicely now, which is good. There's a slight noise coming from them, but I know exactly what that is. That's the annoying plastic cover that you get on the Hope bottom brackets, which no matter how hard you clean them or how well you clean them, still seems to make a funny noise. But anyway, that doesn't feel like it's knocking, it's not loose in any way. So yeah, it feels good. Okay, so it's better, but there's definitely creaking coming from somewhere, although it sounds like somewhere around the cassette / rear wheel when I put the power down. So yeah, it's better, but not perfect, so we'll keep hunting. So, as I said, it's better, certainly when I'm sat down, it doesn't make any horrible creaking noises now, so I'm pleased about that. However, when I do put the power down, I mean, drivetrain could probably do with a clean / lube, because it's got a bit of lube on there. But I think the next port of call is take the wheel off, take the rear wheel off, and what I might also do is just disconnect the shock, make sure that there's nothing wrong with the pivot bolts or anything like that, or any bearings in the frame, and then see how we go from there. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the bearings, because that's a bigger job than I have got time for. Right, here we go. That's good, buttery smooth, so I'm happy with that. Right, seeing as I've got the shock half off, let's put the core shock back on, seeing as we're halfway there now. Right, well, core shock's back on. Okay, so while I said there was no play in the cassette, and there wasn't, I have just cleaned it, so it's nice and shiny now, which is great. However, I decided to just double check to see how tight it was, and I mean the lock ring basically you could untwist it with your hand. So I'm hoping that all the noises coming from this bike are as a result of maybe bolts just needing tightening up, etc. I do know that the headset bearings need replacing, so if the creak's coming from there, then I know what that needs to be done. But that's all cleaned. I'm going to just quickly clean the chain and put it all back together, do another test and see if I've at least reduced the amount of creaking coming from this bike. But yeah, worryingly that was quite loose, so oops. Okay, great, so singing nicely, just giving the gears a bit of a tune up and lube the chain and stuff, make sure that's all happy. It's much better than it was. So yeah, I think next now is hopefully, now that I've tightened the cassette up, cleaned the drivetrain and stuff and lubed it all up, give it a quick test outside, see if I can yeah, get it sorted, or hopefully stop making the noise I should say, and then yeah, should be good for the next ride. So, just got back from a quick ride around the block to test out the noise, and good news, there's no more noise. It's nice and quiet. I think it was the cassette that was causing the problems in the first instance, but now that's sorted, so I think we'll end the video there. There are still a few things that need to be done to this. Obviously, headset and these bearings need to be changed, so I want to put some new tyres on, and I'm sure the brakes will need a bleed at some point, but hey, never ending list. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you have, and don't forget to subscribe to keep supporting us, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye.